Hello and welcome to another video. Today's video is a wide leg trousers haul. Now, if you've seen any previous videos, you know that I live in wide leg trousers, like I wear them non-stop. And I feel like every time I'm linking the pieces below in all my videos, I always have to be like, oh, these pants are sold out, these pants are sold out, because lots of my wide leg trousers are from a while ago. So I thought, I'm going to order some new wide leg trousers and try them on with you and tell you what I think about each pair. And if I would recommend the pair and how I'd style each pair up. Just in case you're in the lookout for some wide leg trousers, I've tried to do like different colours and different styles in terms of like materials and stuff like that. Like I've picked 4 pairs here, and I am going to include an older pair which I have seen they've restocked in some sizes, so I thought I'd include them as well. But the ones I've got here, I've tried to do lots of different materials, different colours and different patterns. So let's get straight into the first pair. Okay, so my first pair is these cream beige, I don't really know what colour you'd say, cream wide leg trousers from Stradivarius. Now I got these via Asos. Now these ones, I'll just come closer so you can kind of see that sort of stretchy, kind of like jogger, I want to say, material, but you can actually, so they're super comfortable, but then because they've got this like, it's meant to look like a pleat, but you know, that sort of like seam in the front, they look more dressy, but they're as comfortable as probably a jogger because they're made out of that sort of material. They actually are a polyester viscose mix, like they are very stretchy. Now I got these in a medium. I'm a UK size 8, but when I buy wide leg trousers, what I try and do is I always try and go up one size, even if the waist is a bit baggy, just because I hate if it looks tight on like the hip area. I just don't feel comfortable, and I don't think it looks flattering at all. So I'd rather the waist be a little bit big, so that it's sat nicely on the hip. If you're really that bothered, I suppose you could just go up a size and then take the waist in a bit, but I just think it looks much more flattering if it's not like really tight around your hip. But yeah, I actually really like these. I will say they did feel a bit big, so maybe I could have gone to a small, but I'd probably still keep this size just because, yeah, I just really don't want them to be tight on my hips. But I've showed you different ways that I'd style these trousers. But yeah, I just really like these, and I think these would be a super comfortable option. Like, I probably wear them only in a day just because of the material, even though I suppose you could get away with them overnight. But for me, because of the material, I would wear them over a day. But yeah, I really like these, and so I would say I'd recommend them. And I think they don't say the price on them, but I remember them being pretty inexpensive really. So for me, these are a good option. Okay, option number 2 are these River Island ones. Now these are really quite thick, so they're not definitely going to be ones that will probably see you through to summer. They're quite thick and they're quite wintry. They've got, if you look closely, they look like they're like grey, but if you look close, they actually are patterned, you see? And they've got the pleat down the front. Now, I was a bit like unsure about these when I ordered them, but when they come, I really, really like them. They're elasticated back, and they've got the one button on the front. Now, they've got pockets as well. I think these work really well for like winter and autumn. And especially you could wear them casually, or you could actually get away with these for work. I think these with a blouse, I think will look lovely. And they're very thick, so like these really keep you warm. And yeah, I'm just really impressed with these. Again, I got a size 10, so I've gone up one size, and they said that they were £40. And they're actually called 90s minimal, so yeah, so they are meant to be that whole 90s androgynous type of oversized look to them. But for me, again, these are probably my favourite ones out of all the ones I've bought. Yeah, I just really, really like these. And you'll see some of the ways I've styled them up in the cutaway, like with t-shirts and stuff, so you can get away with them casually and more smart. I wouldn't say these are like dressy, like I don't think, I wouldn't dress these up like a nighttime top, if you know what I mean. I'd either go smart, like a work look, or a casual look for these ones, I think. But maybe if you're looking for some for work, but you don't want to go like your normal black route, and you want to add a bit more of a twist, I'd probably go for these. Okay, and next up are these Zara black, more dressy trousers. If you've seen me the Zara haul, I featured them in that. And these I got in a size small, so you'll be able to see the size again, UK, so you'll be able to see. what they look like for the size. But yeah, these are ones that I thought would look really good for, again, you can wear them for work or for like more dressy outfits for going out. You're going to see all these better in the cutaway. These have got a front and back pleat and pockets in the front. But I really liked these. Like these, I think for the price of them, would work really well in your wardrobe. And I think you get a lot of wear out of these for going out for meals or for going to work. Like, yeah, I just think these are a really good pair. And my last new pair are these checkered ones. And these are from Miss Selfridge, but again, via Asos. And these ones have a little bit of stretch to them, but not a lot. Like they're not as stretchy as the cream ones, but they've got a little bit of movement to them. Now, for me, these ones, I didn't feel wet because they don't have pockets. So I'm not a big fan of pants without pockets anyway. But I felt like these did, like, because they didn't have pockets, they sat quite like fairly tight around the hips. You'll see in the cutaway, to the point like where I don't think you'd look and be like, oh, they're too tight, but like I felt like they looked a bit dated because they were a bit tight. Like they didn't look very current because they weren't like really big and baggy. They felt a bit like, I felt like these are something I would have wore a few years ago, if that makes any sense. But for me, because I didn't feel that comfortable, because I felt like they were a little bit tight on the hips, even though I'd sized up, I think that I'd only wear these with like pieces that like covered it, so I'd have to have at least like one side being covered. So in the cutaway you'll notice that I wore it with like a vest top, and then I put like a third piece as like an open shirt over it. So like I did like the look of them, but I feel like I'd only wear them if I had something longer over them, because I just don't feel like they flattered me well without that, if that makes any sense. So yeah, and I also think with the colour of these, they are black and white, so I knew that going into it, I knew they were black and white, but I feel like the white is quite, I don't really know what the best way to say, it's, I don't know, it's like a funny colour white, if that makes any sense. Like, basically, I think they look quite cheap. I just don't feel like they're classic enough to fit into my wardrobe now. For me, I just don't feel like they work for me at all. So these will be going back, even though having them did make me think, oh, I think I would like a pair of tartan pants, just not these ones. So yeah, hopefully that made some sense to you. But again, you will see them on and see what I mean about the size. And my last pair I don't have with me now because they're actually in the wash because I live in them, and it is these River Island ones, which I talk about all the time in all my videos. I talk about them, and these are probably like my most worn trousers. Like I wear them all the time, and they are, I just wear them casually. They're really like casual material. You'll see again, I'll show you some different ways I've worn them in the cutaways here. And for me, these are my absolute go-to, because when you put them in the wash and you hang them up to dry, they don't need ironing. So once I've got them off the maiden, I can just slip them on. And obviously as a mum, like I don't like finding time to iron in the morning is a nightmare. So that's why I think I end up wearing these trousers so much, because I can slip them on, no ironing required, and I feel really comfortable in them. They're baggy enough to like wear every day. I'll wear them like sit in the house crawling around with the baby and feel like put together, but I'd also happily wear them out for lunch as well. So these for me are an absolute winner. But I looked just before I did the video to see whether to include them, and currently on Asos, that's where I got them. They've got them in a size 10 and a size 16. I can't remember what size I got, but I'll put below what size I got. But a few weeks ago, they had them in no size, so I'm assuming they're getting them in and out. So I'll link them anyway below, and I'll see whether I can find them on River Island's own website, and I'll also link some very similar ones that I've found as well. But I just wanted to include them because they are my favourite wide leg trousers. But yeah, so I hope you like this video, and if you're looking for wide leg trousers, I hope this was helpful for you. Sorry if I rabbited on a little bit, I had to go off on a few tangents. But anyway, if you did like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you liked this video and you'd like to see more from me, please don't forget to subscribe. I'm still very new. And also don't forget to follow me over on Instagram, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. So bye bye.